Hello, welcome to 90 Seconds of News by Grim Wanderer, your daily look at the headlines today and the stories just under the radar that you may want to know about tomorrow. As always, links to the stories that we're talking about, as well as the additional ones we don't have time for, of which there are quite a few, can be found at the end of the video or in the description on YouTube. Today is Saturday, the 14th of October, 2017, and your 90 Seconds of News starts now. EU Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker gave a speech about the ongoing struggles with the Brexit negotiations. He acknowledged the contributions that the UK has made to Europe, quote, before war, during war, after war, end quote. He also used a metaphor to explain the EU's thinking. If you and a group of friends are in a bar but some people decide to leave, you would still expect them to pay for their drinks. This, you pointed out, is basically the situation with the UK. They've made commitments to the EU, but now want to go home. They still need to pay their bar tab. The Huffington Post unfairly categorized this as, thanks to the war, now pay up. This is a distortion of what was said, and I do expect more of the Huffington Post. Donald Trump spoke at a conference of a group that targets both the LGBT community and Islam, offering them his praise. Please see the quick hit section for more on this issue, but we should probably not be surprised by Trump's praise for this group considering his own anti-Islam actions and his failure to condemn white supremacists. On Friday, Trump refused to recertify the Iran nuclear deal, meaning that the pact will go to Congress to decide the next steps. All indications are that Iran is abiding by the terms, despite Trump's claims to the contrary. This ties into something I'm going to talk about more in my news and current events post later this evening on my main channel, Grim Wanderer. And lastly, the death toll in the Northern California wildfires has reached 31, and the average age of the fatalities is 79, according to the LA Times. As I mentioned in the quick hits section yesterday, officials have even had a number of prison inmates assisting firefighters in combating this blaze. Even Trump's ICE team has been forced to suspend immigration enforcement actions in the fire regions. And our 90 seconds are up. Before we wrap up, however, can I just offer a few thoughts about the Weinstein scandal that shocked Hollywood this week. Weinstein has admitted some, but not all, of the allegations. Even from what he has admitted, however, his behavior was disgusting, and he deserved the price he is now paying. But let's not pretend this is an isolated case. Sexual harassment and coercion is not new in Hollywood. The casting couch has existed for decades, probably back to the earliest days of the industry itself. Nor is this confined to Hollywood. This is a moral sickness that infects much of our culture, in the US and around the world. The casual attitude of Donald Trump last year, when his earlier bragging about being a sexual predator was revealed, is an indication that we, as a society and a culture, are still stuck in this sick attitude. No one should ever be forced or pressured or just assumed into a sexual situation. I sincerely hope that someday we can grow up to the point where we can see other people as people, not just objects for our own pleasure. Links to these stories, and to the ones we didn't have time to cover, are on the screen now, and as it's a bit easier to read, on the description on YouTube. If there isn't enough room in the description field, I may need to add some of these to the comments section. As I mentioned earlier, there are quite a few stories today. If you found this video interesting, entertaining, or useful, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing, and subscribing to my channel for more like it every day. You may also find my main channel, Grim Wanderer, interesting. I post several times each week, including a more detailed look at news and current events every Friday. As I referenced earlier, today I'll be taking a look at Trump's obsession with Obama and the Obama legacy. Until tomorrow, good day.